conference matchup that will be compelling, even if both sides were struggling. But today they come in ranked in the top 25. This is going to be fun. Welcome to the home of the Big Orange Nation. Massive Neyland Stadium, home field of the Tennessee Volunteers. As we see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. Bringing it out, it's Bishop. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense comes on the field first today. Well, last year's game is one Volunteer fans are never going to forget. The first one in the post-Saban era. And they got off to a very slow start. Didn't have a point at halftime, but then stormed back.
Yeah, you got to give Josh Heupel a lot of credit for being able to get that team ready to play in the second half. I remember it. Dylan Sampson had a monster game at the end of that football game, able to put a couple of touchdowns on the board. But I think the story of the game, and we'll see how it plays out today, was the Tennessee defense. They really took away Alabama's ability to run the football and put it all on Jalen Milroe, and the result was a victory for the Vols.
Offense getting set, second down play here. Handoff here from the shotgun. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Caught in the backfield. It's Brazil. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Offense in a split backfield now. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. But I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? What a move. The balls are moving quickly down the field.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
The Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. Movement here from the tight end. Play action here on 1st down. Pass complete in the crosser. That play moves the ball across midfield, and he set it for the 1st down at the 41.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route with him. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Caught. He's wide open. Look out. Tackle is finally made down at the 11-yard line.
Well, this is everything you want from an offense. Good job by that offensive line. You give this quarterback time like this to throw, and he's going to make you pay for it. It's exactly what he did right there with the accuracy of that throw.
The ball's with 1st and 10 here. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. On the run, it's Thomas. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
The 9th play of a strong opening drive. It's 3rd and long. To throw, it's Aguilar. Looking for 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, Dogs.
You talk about the right way to get a game started. This offense put together a nice scheme. They felt comfortable with the script, and they moved the ball all the way down the field. 10 plays, and they get a touchdown. If you're the defensive coordinator, you're back to the drawing board trying to figure this out.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. So Alabama's offense out there for their first possession. And Kirk, this is going to be fun. One of the best edge matchups we're going to see all season long. Elite wide receiver, elite corner, both competitive guys ready to go at each other.
And you know this corner, we had a chance to visit with him this week. He wants to be on an island against one of the best receivers in the country. And he's going to get that chance today to have a chance to showcase that he, in fact, is the top corner in college football. Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit, they didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. To the air, it's Simpson. Throwing for his running back. Got a man open, hits him right in stride. They finally get him down, but this passing game has produced a chunk play.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
First down here for this offense. And he'll set up to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Miller. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
And completion makes it 2nd and short. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Only trapped him for a sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on the quarterback there. That was a strong safety sneaking in. I don't think the quarterback saw him, and eventually comes home with a sack.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. QB keeper all the way. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And the punt team makes its way onto the field. Did not get a hold of it. Not what the punter was hoping for. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. They bring him down, but what an explosive play.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
So the explosive play changes the complexion of the drive. They're set up outside the 30 now. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. Snags the quick throw. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Getting set. Here's second down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Wide open downfield. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
And the Vols will have 1st and 10 here. QB decides to keep it here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Now they go with the option, and they didn't fool the defense at all. You know, this defense has worked all week on defending the option and being fundamentally sound. That time, really good job with assignment football. Nowhere to go in a very short game.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. On the ground, it's Thomas. That solid pursuit. They'll trap him out there behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And the pass is incomplete on the final play of this quarter. And, Coach, it's Tennessee on top as we take a break for the quarter. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. So we'll start the second quarter here with a field goal attempt as they line up. Med kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And they add to their lead.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's Simpson. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
I think the defense got fooled here. They thought that receiver was going to go deep downfield. He ends up curling back to the inside for a nice gain.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun, handoff inside. The defense all over it. They stop it right at the line.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
He'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Now it's second down here. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Short throw complete to the tight end. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He can be the quarterback safety blanket.
This is the 6th play on the drive. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They go backwards on that third down completion. Sets up a 4th down.
Hey, I really like the idea on third down. I can kind of see the thought process there. Make an unconventional call on third down. Sometimes that can work out. But the defense was just prepped and ready for it this time.
And here comes the punter onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. Kick lands out of bounds. They'll spot this down around the 20. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Game moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
A play action, looking to throw. Short pass finds the tight end. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39. That'll put him over 150 yards today. Kirk, he is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
Back to pass. It's Aguilar. The pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete. He dropped the first down pass over the middle.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Matthews. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. A short completion of the tight end. They make the stop, but good enough for a first down at the 29.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Nothing doing on that play. The big D tackle there for the stop. This traditional SEC clash goes back to 1901, almost always on the third Saturday in October. And Follows fans, glad, Kirk, that the post-Nick Saban era has begun in Tuscaloosa.
Yeah, I mean, think about that. Coach Saban, I think he lost one time. I think he was 16-1 against Tennessee as the head coach there. And going back to the 90s and early 2000s.
Clean through the end zone. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense has been set up with a first down and goal.
Boy, it's fun to watch this guy run the quarterback option. This time he keeps it, big positive yards, and a first down. The defense has got to figure out a way to slow this guy down.
And the Volunteers looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 8. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. Looks left and finds his target there. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Quarterback here works through progressions, Chris. Just nobody downfield, just checks it down to his back. But a great job by the defense rallying to the football.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on third and goal. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Looking to throw it on first down. Grab down the middle. It's Cuevas. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here trying to cut into this lead before halftime. It's a first and 10 play coming up for the offense. To throw, it's Simpson. The tight end has got it. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Well, it's got to start somewhere, and there's a nice first down to keep this drive alive and hope to be able to create a little bit of momentum here near the end of the first half, trying to cut into this lead and get some points on the board.
Offense beginning to click on this drive as they try to reach the end zone for the first time today. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Boy, when you're trailing like this early in a game, it makes it very easy on the defense. All they're going to do is have a straight line at the quarterback, knowing he's back there trying to throw the football, trying to play catch-up. It's not going to be the last time we're going to see this quarterback on his back.
A sack sets up second down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Cuevas. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. What will the call be on third and long now from the 44? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Alabama getting set for the first and 10 now. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Makes the catch. It's Horton. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
This defense has got to be aware of these quick throws to these wide receivers. They're lucky he didn't come up with more yards.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. And looking to throw now on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Miller. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
Backs lined up on either side of the quarterback. Play fake, looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Miller. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
And they get some positive yards here. Just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
It's a quarterback keeper. End zone ahead. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
What a good job here by this quarterback on 3rd and long. The defense is expecting, I'm sure, a pass, and instead, the quarterback's able to pick up a first down on 3rd down and long with his legs. That is big time.
Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Now that's what I'm talking about. This hasn't been a great first half, but putting up that touchdown like this, now they're going to be feeling good heading into that locker room and get themselves to believe that they can come back and win this game.
Now the try here for the extra point. PHC is good. They still trail, though. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Returner looking to create better field position. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Looks like they'll take a knee in the final play and head to halftime with the lead. Somewhat conservative call, but content to take this lead into the locker room. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
The Volunteers will kick this away to get the second half going. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. The ground game ineffective in the first half. Let's see if they stay patient or look to open up with the pass game. And he's stopping right at the 24.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
They try to sneak it for the first. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He's got to first and still going. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. Well, the offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they've needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again.
He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Look out, room to run here.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Again, he makes it 2nd and medium. And there's the handoff. Past the 30. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Looking to throw. It's Simpson. Looks to the left. Pass caught. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Off the play fake on 1st down. He's got it near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, tied. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size, and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
And now the try here for the extra point. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it just outside the goal line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. 1st down and more. He's still running. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the 1st down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. And the quarterback keeps it here. Slides to avoid the big hit.
It's a nice game by this offense. This quarterback has such a good feel for running the option. Whether it's handing it, keeping it himself, or pitching it, puts a lot of pressure on the discipline of this defense.
2nd down after that previous play. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Quick completion to the tight end. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. It's the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kurt.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught over the middle. Tackle finally made at the 37. It'll be 1st and 10 from there. Pass complete for a 1st down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Quarterback still with the football. Gets the first and still running. Will avoid the big hit with the slide.
Man, we know this guy can spin it, but you can't forget about his wheels, too. That's another 1st down for this offense, and they are feeling it.
The Vols have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback keeps the football. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
There's great discipline by this defense. Assignment football at its finest. They're able to string the quarterback out, shut him down to prevent the 1st down.
The Volunteers are in the red zone. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Launching one to the end zone. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. He made good on his last attempt, but this one is from 45 yards out. He knocks it through with confidence.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Keeps it on the draw.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take. You can also start to fumble the football.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to it. They finally get him down, but it's a chunk play through the air.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receiver. That's really where we are anymore with Alabama. You just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. The list goes on and on. Boy, they've got some great-looking receivers on this squad.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of the play. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
To throw, it's Simpson. And the pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Taking a shot deep down the right side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And that sets up a return. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. And they hand it off to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
2nd down.
And Kirk, it's Tennessee on top as we take a break for the quarter. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Play fake, looking to throw. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a 1st down.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Back to throw. It's Aguilar. Pass ball is incomplete, but there is a flag on the play. We'll check that out. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. And now the run off the left tackle. Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7.
Chris, at least there's some positive yards there from this run game. It hasn't been pretty today. It's really, to me, kept them out of finding any kind of offensive rhythm. Now, they have the lead, but it's despite this offense not necessarily having their best day.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Now, 4th down.
The Vols will line up to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
And the punt will just bounce out of bounds. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Quick spin on the run. That one moves the ball across the 40.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards. They're on 1st and 10.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Sticking with the running game. The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run, loses 2 yards. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to throw. It's Simpson. Makes the catch downfield. And they get the conversion there. First down now from the 33.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Grab down the middle. It's Cuevas. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the fourth quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
Second down after that short completion. Off play action. He's looking to throw. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Right, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. Looks to the left for a quick throw. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Oh, Chris, the quarterback and the receiver just not quite on the same page there on that third down and long. But at this point in the game, you got to consider going for this. They need a touchdown.
So on fourth down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. On the run here, taking a deep shot. And he is wide open for a huge gain. They get him down, but that was the kind of explosive chunk play this offense has been looking for.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense is set up just outside the 30. Quick throw, testing the middle. Oh, and it's incomplete. What an opportunity for a desperately needed takeaway. Couldn't quite come up with it.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. He lets it go. Caught over the middle, it's Thomas. They finally make the stop, but a huge gain sets up a first and goal.
Well, the defense gets these guys to third down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
So it's first and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can. Trying to run it. It's Thomas. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 11. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers.
Because I don't don't care what era we're talking about in college football. Defending the option when it's really well executed, one of the toughest things that defense can do, and this quarterback deserves a lot of credit. A great feel of when to pull it and when to give it. This time he keeps it himself for the touchdown.
And they'll set up for the PAT. Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. This is not the time to settle for field goals. They've got to find the end zone here. Throws it to the right. What a catch! Breaks a tackle in the clear now. They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46.
At this point late in the game, you've got to be willing to take some risks, and this quarterback understands that. He puts the ball up in a one-on-one matchup, trusts his receiver. Receiver battles, comes down with a big catch. It pays off. Now let's see if they can put points up on the board.
Offense operates to the plus 46 after that huge gain. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Alabama has now moved into the red zone. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Grab behind the line, it's Miller. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You get a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Looking to throw it again. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. What a grab in the end zone in a clutch moment. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. But let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
They're set now to try the PAT. PAT is good. They still trail, though. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. They've got it, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
But how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the fourth.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Pounding away with the run game. Moves the ball up to the 30. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quick throw with the quarterback off the RPO. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. 3rd down and inches. Who is going to win this battle in the trenches? It's a keeper trying to get to the marker. Didn't get there. Defense makes a great stop.
On the play.
Well, I just thought that would be a foregone conclusion. 3rd down and inches, no problem. Quarterback sneak, 1st down. But no. The defensive line holds their point of attack and pushes him. It looked like no gain to me. It'll be 4th down and inches.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. And the Vols will have to punt this one away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Back to pass. It's Simpson. Receiver makes the catch. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. The pocket breaking down. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. And he makes his way out of bounds. Good thinking there. The clock has stopped.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Caught in the backfield. It's Cuevas. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Well, the offense has done a nice job of moving themselves down in this area to give themselves a chance. Man, the quarterback's got to continue to make good decisions and not put the ball in harm's way.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Caught behind the line. It's Miller. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. The offense takes timeout with 26 seconds remaining. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Scanning the field. It's Simpson. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Interesting decision to go with a screen pass here in the 4th quarter. Trailing. I think the defense is aware that you're going to be back there throwing the football, and they were locked in and anticipating that screen and kept it to a short gain.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. It's complete. Touchdown, Bama. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter. That's the kind of matchup we hope for. This team came in higher ranked, respected. They were fully tested. They had to show how good they were to survive the upset here today.
And I really think that the coaches and the players, they love playing in these kind of games. You really are going to get tested. You find out what you're made out of. And these guys really met the challenge. I'm very, very impressed with the execution and how they played this game. And now they go to the next step.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.